Hello again, guys. In this video, we are going to proceed ahead with the programming of our Agentic Yolo project. And here we will start making a team of single agent like we discussed in the previous video. Okay, why do we use that? To have extended functionality. So I'm just going to go ahead and write teams. Okay. And just like a beginner, if I don't know where to get my codes from, I will go to my Autogen, go to agent chat like we know. And here, when I explore, I have something called as teams. I will also open something called as termination as side by side, so we have a good reference. So a team is a group of agents that work together to achieve a common goal. We know that already. We have different type of teams: round robin, selector, magnetic one, swarm. Okay. In this video, we will just be talking about round robin. Round robin means one after the other. Okay. Let us go ahead and check out the code for getting the team. Okay. So we can see this is some code that, we can have a round robin group chat, and this looks like some participants. So I'm just going to go ahead and start writing some libraries. So from Autogen agent chat dot teams import round robin group chat. So this is the kind of team we are going to make. Now, one more thing, termination condition. So a run can go forever in many cases, and we need to know when to stop them. Okay, we discussed this, and this is nothing but termination condition. We have different type of termination conditions, that max message termination, text mention termination. See, now it relates that why did we use terminate in our YOLO agent prompt? Yeah, timeout termination, and a lot of terminations which you can obviously go through. In our case, we'll be just using text mention termination. Okay, so let me go ahead and import the libraries, and see, this is where we get the code from autogen.agentchat.conditions. This code. Okay, I will be writing it for you, and see, from autogen.agentchat.teams round robin group chat. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and write. So from autogen.agentchat.teams, sorry, dot conditions import text mention termination. That I will mention some text. As soon as my agent mentions a text, you need to stop. Okay, so libraries are imported. Now I will go ahead and make a team. So team is a variable. I am making a round robin team. In this team, firstly, I will tell who all are the participants in my team. In our case, we only have a one-man army, which is YOLO agent. Okay. Next, we will say that go for 4 turns maximum, which means hit for 4 times, try 4 times. If you're not able to do 4 times, just terminate. Okay. And next we have termination condition. And termination condition, we are going to use text mention termination. And in this, the text we are going to provide is terminate. Okay. And we have made our team successfully. Okay. Name YOLO agent is not defined. Okay. I think every time you come to this notebook, you run this notebook a new time, you have to run this codes every time. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and run these codes. I'm not going to cut these because I really want you guys to see through the errors, that how errors look like. So I'm doing nothing. I'm just running all the lines of codes so that it recognizes, and now the error has been solved. Okay, now what we will do is, now let us understand a different concept. We can talk to our agent. Okay, we users can talk to our agent. Now, we can talk to our agent in two types. First type is text, and another type is multimodal. Multimodal means something more than text, a different type of audio, let's say different type of data, let's say audio, video, and text, which means we have some large language models which are capable of taking only text, which only understand text. But we have some large language models who are capable of understanding audio, video, and text. Okay. So such kind of models are called multimodals. Now, since we have to detect a image by our AI agent should support images. Okay, our AI agent should support images, and Google does that. This 1.5 Flash model does that. Now, since we will be passing an image to our AI agent, so we won't be passing a text message because the message is not a text, image is not a text, image is image. So image comes under the category of multimodal. So again, we have two type of messages. One is text message, okay, and another is multimodal message. So in our scenario, we will be using a multimodal message. I'm just going to draw some arrows so that you know the two type of messages we have going on. Okay, we'll also make this over here. So what we are trying to do is we are trying to pass a multimodal message. Okay, and if you just want to quickly search, so I will write multimodal message. We'll search this. We have messages. We have types of messages, agent messages. And we also have something called as multimodal messages. So let me just go ahead and provide this multimodal messages. Okay, so I'm going to start writing that. Okay, from Autogen dot agent chat dot messages import multimodal message. So earlier what we did was here by default it was a text message. By default it is a text message. Okay, but when we have to pass some image type of thing, we have to tell that multimodal. Okay, now from Autogen code we will import image. Okay, we have to use another library called as pillow. From pill import image as PIL image. Okay, so we are not getting suggestions because we don't have this pillow library installed. So what are we going to do? We are just simply going to go to Google pillow. Py is a package. So we will go here. It says pip install pillow. Okay, I will open my terminal. I will write UV pip install. Sorry, only UV and pip install pillow, and I will just fire that. So it already has that. That's what it says. Okay, but just in case you do not have it, you can include that. I will include that in requirements.txt so that you can have a look through that. Okay, I'm just gonna that. Yeah. So let us continue. So it has it from pill import image as PIL image. We need one more. We need one more from autogen underscore agent chat dot UI import console. Okay. So this console is responsible for displaying the messages in a better format instead of this. See, this message which we got was not so readable and we had to, put some time to decode it, at least try a little harder to decode it. Why not we have something like this, which looks nice and clean, textual, okay. So this console library exactly does that. Console method exactly does that. It helps us to display messages in a better form. Okay, I'm just gonna fire this and my all the libraries are imported. So I'm just gonna go ahead and load my image. So below image, just a variable, and I will write pill image dot open. Here I will pass my image. Okay, so it's a very bad habit to keep the images like this. I'm just gonna make a new folder. Images, and here I will keep my paper JPG so that in future if we have more images you can do that. I'm just going to refer to this one for demonstration purposes. It's random only. I copied the path, I've pasted it. We can do something like this, which is better. So we are reading the image, and now what we are going to do, we are going to make a new image. Okay, we are going to do image of pill image like this, something like this. Okay, so we are parsing that image, and you will have to understand that this pill image comes from pillow library, but this image comes from Autogen. Okay, we have to pass this image to our Autogen agent, and that's why we have to do these both kind of formalities. I'm going to go ahead and give a multimodal message to our agent or team. Let's call it a team because it's a team now. So multimodal message. It's gonna be multimodal message. And here it takes two things from us. First one is content. Content is gonna be something like this, where in this content, it's nothing but the prompt which we are giving to our AI agent. And we will have to tell that which type of multimodal it is. Is it audio? Is it image? So it is image. Yeah, we have to tell that. And this image is nothing but this, guys. This, see, we are passing an image to this. And then we have to give source, that what is the source of this message, and we have to tell that user is giving that message. Okay, let me make it small, that user is giving this message. Okay, let me fire it. So multimodal message is done. I'm gonna write result is equals to await. Okay, before firing this, we forgot to add the question that what we are trying to ask. I will write, can you describe something about the image and also the exact number of people in this image at path. We have to give the path because YOLO accepts a path. See, if you want to check, our YOLO tool accepts a path actually. And for this demonstration purposes, for actually getting used to what we are doing, we can always handle these things later. But for the demonstration purposes, we're gonna have to provide a path so that, you know, it knows, and it should also be in inverted commas. So this is the path to our image. So we are saying that, can you describe the image and also the exact number of people in this image, and the source is user. Now we will go ahead and get the results. So results is gonna be await. We'll be using console. Like we said, it is for displaying better outputs. Here I will go ahead and write team dot run. Okay. We can also use this team dot run stream where, as soon as the agent thinks or processes things, it will start to print. So time saving type of thing. It's just streaming, guys, YouTube streaming and that kind of streaming. So streaming. Now we will pass the task, and task is nothing but multimodal message. In this multimodal message, we have the task stored, and the result is going to be stored at result stored messages -1 dot content. This is the location where the results are stored, guys. Nothing too complicated. Yeah, and I'm just gonna fire this. Let's see what happens. Will it run? Will it not run? Let's see. So it is running. It's taking some time. Image has been passed. We can see multimodal message. It has passed this to the YOLO tool. Detected objects. The image contains 5 people. The people are positioned in a casual group like of setting and likely in a office or similar space. Segmentation details are not available because we did not give the segmentation model. And pose estimation is also not detailed because we did not give that model. Okay, we just gave it a normal YOLO model. And let us see. Okay, what has happened is, guys, I'm not gonna cut this because I want you guys to understand. What has happened is, in our scenario, the user query went to this large language model, and from this large language model, it went to the tool, and the tool directly ended the response. Okay, where is that arrow? and the tool directly ended the response. Okay, I'm just gonna end. The tool ended this response, guys, and we don't want that. What we want is we want this tool to give this response back to the large language model. Okay, just gonna make it black and thinner. Okay, we want that whatever the results it got from the tool, it should give back to the large language model, and the large language model should end it for us. Okay, and not the tool. So for this, we have a different parameter. What I will do is I will go to my team. I will go to my YOLO tool, and here I will pass another parameter called reflect on tool use, which means go back to the model, and I will call reflect on tool use. Yes, I will fire my YOLO tool again. I will go and make my team again. Okay. And now let me pass this switch. And now when I fire this, let us see if the things change. So message has been passed. It's taking a little time, and hopefully it should call the YOLO tool. Yeah. And it has also called the YOLO tool, detected the people successfully. And when we see the image shows people, likely colleagues, in an office type of setting, they appear to be in conversation. Yeah, exactly 5. So let me count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it has detected these successfully, and which is what we were looking forward to. Yeah. So cheers, guys. That's all I had for this video.